the beautiful CONCACAF, where we have 6 total teams qualifying out of 3 already secured, with my beautiful Mexico, the United States of America, and Canada. Let's clap it up. They've qualified. They've done the job. They've qualified. The second round of World Cup qualifying will continue in June 2025. We did not see any action happen this international break. But we had some teams off to a really good start. So let's go through them. Group A, you got Honduras off to a solid start. 2 games, 2 wins. Cuba and Cayman Islands right behind them.
Yeah, this is going to be very easy for Honduras. For them, it'll be about the next phase, which is just a group stage with 4 teams.
Yes.
Second place is wide open, surprisingly, because you would hope it would be Cuba, but they're just so inconsistent, man. They are so inconsistent. It leaves room for teams like the Cayman Islands. Even Antigua and Barbuda, I might give them a slight chance. Bermuda have known to be feisty. I think the second place spot is wide open. Honduras are winning every game, though.
Group B has the mighty Costa Rica on 6 points, Trinidad and Tobago on 4, St. Kitts and Nevis on 3. The other 2 teams I don't think will vie for a spot here, but mainly Trinidad and Tobago and St. Kitts and Nevis will be fighting for that second place position.
It should be Trinidad, but honestly, kind of like Cuba, they just have not been consistent, and there's a chance that they don't go through. They should finish in second. First place will be Costa Rica, obviously.
No, they have to.
Did you see who Costa Rica's coach is, by the way?
Miguel Herrera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I just guessed that. I really just guessed that.
Coach of Mexico in 2014. Honestly, legendary coaching performance, because going into that World Cup, Mexico were not in a good place. And now he's coaching Costa Rica, trying to get them to a World Cup. What's your thoughts on a Mexican, like a true Mexican coach in Costa Rica?
I think this might be what they need, which is crazy. Because it's a motivator. It's a guy that can hype the guys up. It's a guy that can maximize players. Fuck it. See what the Miguel Herrera experiment can get you. And maybe it's a spot in the World Cup as one of the final 3 teams in CONCACAF.
And then in Group C, it should be Curaçao and Haiti. I think very clearly. St. Lucia, Aruba, and Barbados, I think, are massively...
Yeah, it's like a touristic group, bro. Dope places to go.
Oh, yeah. It'd be dope. Aruba, Barbados. But, yeah, it's just completely under the level of Haiti and Curaçao.
Curaçao would be dope, man. They'd be really dope in the next round.
They'll have a lot of work to do in the next round. Yeah. They'll have a lot of work to do in the next round. But this round, I think, will be easy for both.
Group D, Nicaragua and Panama vying for first place.
Yeah, I mean, also kind of similar to the last group, this should be easily Nicaragua and Panama. Where Nicaragua will get tested will be the next group. And for Panama, it's just about maintaining that consistency that they've established over the last 2 years. I don't have any problems with Panama going through.
They should top this group, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like, they should be able to beat Nicaragua.
Yeah, they should. Group E has Guatemala, Jamaica, Dominican Republic as the main 3 teams here. But Guatemala, man, off to a great start. 2 wins, 9 goals scored, 0 goals conceded. Guatemala's a team to watch in the build-up to the World Cup. I think they're running that edge, maybe getting that 3rd spot or maybe falling right off of it. These results are really, really important for them. A team to watch as we progress to the World Cup.
Yeah, and honestly, same with Jamaica. I mean, they've just underwhelmed year after year. They can't figure it out, though they do have the players. I see both of them topping this group. I think where the do-or-die situations will come into play will be in that next phase. Can Guatemala actually show up when the games truly matter? Beating Dominican Republic, British Virgin Islands, Guatemala can do that. But can Guatemala beat Panama? Can they beat Costa Rica?
I don't think so.
Honestly, maybe even
Honduras?
Right, like Honduras, exactly. That's where I really want to see this Guatemala side show out. Because they haven't. In at least the last 10 years, they haven't been able to get past that Central American level. This group, I think they'll be fine. I'll be curious to see what they do in the next phase.
Group F, lastly, has Suriname in first, Puerto Rico in second, El Salvador in third with 4 points. Quite the interesting group here as El Salvador tries to find their way into the World Cup and what's a golden opportunity for them here with 3 teams already qualified. Can El Salvador do it? Or are we going to see a team like Puerto Rico or Suriname progress and ultimately kick them out?
Dude, it'd be crazy if Puerto Rico overcome El Salvador. Simply from the perspective that Puerto Rico have never gotten far in any qualification campaign, man. And El Salvador obviously have been just getting worse and worse and worse since 2022. This would be a huge one for Puerto Rico. They already played El Salvador. They tied them, I believe. So this would be crazy. It's there. It's right there. Now it just basically comes down to who can play against Suriname better. What an opportunity for the island of Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and honestly, I think this is one of the more fun things to watch for because I do know there's a big El Salvadorian contingent that watches the show and is present here in the U.S. I would like to see them at the World Cup, but man, the story of El Salvador is a sad one.
Yeah, it's just not good.
It is a sad one. It's not good when I don't suggest you investigate it, man, because it will depress you what this team could have achieved and ultimately didn't, man.
Yeah.
And I worry that story is going to continue.
It might get worse.
It might get worse.
It might get worse.
Because getting kicked out by Puerto Rico, bro.
Bad. Really bad. And it's very possible at this point.
Don't want to see that. Any concluding World Cup qualifying thoughts as we take in all the action that happened this past week and try to go through it? Any final thoughts on World Cup qualifying?
I'm just interested to see a 48-team World Cup, man. We keep hearing that number, 48. We've known about it for a long time. But what does it really look like? Is the group stage more straightforward? Like, is that what that means? And inversely, does it mean a more chaotic knockout stage? Like, do we see bigger upsets earlier on because a feisty team from the group stage gets lucky one time in the round of 32? Like, is that what that means? Or is it just more games to the inevitable final 8 that we always see? I really do wonder because, like, I could understand a 4-team expansion, even an 8-team expansion. Like, a 40-team World Cup sounds normal to me. 48, that's an insane expansion of a tournament. So I'm curious to see what these 16 new teams are going to bring. That's what really comes to mind when I see all of these teams, because I mean, bro, we're entertaining Indonesia being at the World Cup. Realistically entertaining them. We're entertaining Namibia going to a World Cup.
That's true.
We've never come close to something like that. So I just want to see what that ultimately comes down to. All it means is more of the beautiful game. That's what I'm really excited about. And maybe we'll get to see something crazy like Jordan, I don't know, beating Colombia in a round of 32, because I think that's possible. And that's what gets me really excited about this big expansion. I just want to know what it'll all mean come that last day of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But because we're starting to really get amped up and see all of these teams qualify. And dude, come the end of the year in 2025, we're going to have pretty much like 90% of the teams qualified. It's going to be crazy.
And unfortunately, Georgia won't be one of them.
Dude, unfortunately, man. Damn it.
Kills me, man. It kills me. What I actually want to say about what I think about World Cup qualifying, not even World Cup qualifying, but the World Cup, I'm losing sleep in the best way after being up on my computer and looking at the Wikipedia page and really going through it. Mexico 5 games in a row at the Estadio Azteca.
Right.
I'm losing sleep, bro. I'm thinking semifinal run here.
You need it, bro. If Mexico top their group, they play 5 straight games in Mexico.
We need that. If we top our group, that's important. That's an insane thing you're offering me.
Yeah.
Football is offering me.
The path is there.
You
can see the path.
The path is there, and I'm losing sleep just thinking about what that path, the moments that path could give us with the team that we're trying to build. Those are my comments on the World Cup. But folks, let me know. What are your thoughts on either World Cup qualifiers or just the World Cup in general? We're like 440 days away from it now. It is getting close, and we are so excited. Comment down below your thoughts on this entire episode. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.